So we're ready now. Thank you for sitting tight with me while I got that set up. Um, Merry Meet. Hi, if we have not yet connected, my name is Dr. Kathryn Bingham, Cancer Conqueror, Leadership Geek, and founder of the Woman and Veteran-Owned Small Business Leadistics, and author of Driving Pink. Driving Pink is a bit why we're connecting today, because I published a post on a community where we engage with how we plan and hold ourselves accountable. And I posted about publishing the book. And there were probably 100, just right at 100 engagements and comments. And so I thought I'd share how I've been using my planner and see if that would be helpful. Now, using any kind of planner, be it digital, paper, how we go about doing that is uniquely personal. We have our own processes, and I encourage my clients, the students that I mentor, to try a lot of methodologies and find the ones that work for you, and then be really forgiving if something is not working for you and try something new. Now, with my planner, I think for most people as well, that our key objectives are, number one, to get our goals accomplished. And then number two, not drop any balls. We are juggling a lot of things in our lives, and we don't want to miss something that's important. And that's one of the reasons personally that I use a paper planner over digital. I actually use both, but I use them in unique ways. So let me begin a bit with how I start. So throughout the year, I'm preparing for next year's planner by using the very last page in the planner. Usually will be the one that has both December 31st and January 1st of the following year. And I'm capturing whether it is something I put every quarter, no matter what year it is, something I put every month. As I approach year end, I might have meetings for January, February, March, or appointments for some reason, and I capture them on that very last page of my planner. So this is actually the very planner I'm using this year. It's by Passion Planner. I've been using Passion Planner since 2014. I really like them because I think they're really flexible for no matter what it is that life may throw at you. And they go from very early in the morning till very late in the evening, unlike some other methods or planners that maybe stop at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And so if you are working at a student, or you are doing things that take you later into the evening, I think it's really helpful to have a planner that supports you in doing that. Now, once I have those items from the quarterly or throughout the year that I capture, then I get ready in December to set up for the following year. And in Passion Planner, there are mind maps, which I dearly love, but I don't use the mind map in the way, and let me find the mid-year mind map if you are not familiar with Passion Planner. But in the Passion Planner, the mind map looks at your goals, near term and long term, going out as far as your lifetime. And I take the first mind map of the year and I actually map it out by quarter. So you read them like a clock, any mind map, so that we start up in the upper right quadrant. And in my case, I literally by month lay out. So here's January, February, and March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you work around the clock quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I actually lay out what are my key goals for the year. You'll notice that it's front loaded. It's pretty heavy for Q1, Q2. That gives me a lot more flexibility to, as I get to that mid-year review, consider, are there things that need to push on into Q3 and 4? Are there things that I finished early? What are my opportunities? But I leave more white space for the second half of the year so that I can adapt and add more into my planner as I go along. So then I have created this in December for the following year's planner. And I take it and flow the month goals. So these goals, these are my January, these are my February, and then these are my March. And I flow those into the monthly pages of the first quarter. So I am set up for the new year. So here we are. And for today, it is March 25th as I record this. And on the 25th of the last month of each quarter, I go through a 90-day review process. And so I go back and I look at what have I completed? What area of life, work, home, family, finance, etc. What do I need to carry forward that I didn't get to, etc. And so I take those things and color code them so that I know, how did I perform in that quarter as I'm evaluating. The next thing I do is I take the monthly goals for the next quarter and flow them into the monthly pages of the upcoming quarter. So it's the 25th of March, and I'm taking April, May, and June's monthly goals and moving them into the monthly spread of the planner. All right, so now I'm set up for the coming quarter, just as I was in December for the beginning of the year. Now, in addition, the 25th of the month, for each month, I do a look ahead. So I take the plain sheets of every weekly spread and I put in whatever design for the weekly spread. In April, I'm using spring-like themes. My word of the year is bloom. If you want to know about words of the year, that's a whole different video. But I take the information and divide the monthly goals across the weekly spread. So there's an appropriate amount of time that allows me to get those things done. I then also sync anything from my digital calendar into both the monthly calendar and into my weekly spread for the coming week. I think I actually talk about that next when I do a weekly review. So on a weekly basis, generally on Sunday, I go and look at that spread. So this is actually next week's spread. I go back and double check, is there anything in my digital calendar that's been put in since the last week that I need to make sure is synced with the paper calendar? I update any carryover items from my prior week. Is there anything that I didn't quite finish or it needs some additional follow-up action, or what is the next step if it's not already represented in the to-do sections? I make sure that those things are listed. And then I also set what's my top 3 priorities. And if there are any things that are time-based, so this item must be complete by Monday, or this item must be complete by Wednesday. I make sure I highlight those so that I'm working on them on a given day. And then from there, it's a matter of managing my days to get those top priorities done. If it's a top priority, I start working on that on Monday, and then I continue until it's done, focusing on that single priority, unless there's something I have to stop and wait for more information or get some support. But for the most part, I work those top 3 priorities in sequence throughout the week, and they fit around other appointments that I've made or other activities that I have. And you'll notice in the coming week, and you will have things in your life like this. I have blocked out 3 whole days with pretty much nothing in there that all relate to the Cooper River Bridge Run, which I do every year. When it's non-COVID, I do it with 40,000 of the people that I've never met, but probably should, right? And so I put in the planner those things where I need to block out time for big events or big activities that are going to require a lot of my thought and energy. So with that, that's how I set up my planner. If you have any questions and you're not part of this live, as soon as we're done with this live section, I will pause it and we'll do the Q&A. If you're not seeing this live, feel free to reach out. There will be some place where this video is posted that tells you some different methods that you can do that. And then be sure to let me know if there's another topic that you would love for me to cover that you might find helpful to you. And then finally, before I stop this part of the recording, I started with Merry Meet. This is my favorite greeting to use. It is how individuals in the world of Alcara, which is from fantasy author Katie Cross, greet each other. And so my view is that no matter what our challenges are in life and work, we all benefit by a little magic. So if you're watching this on the recording, go forth and do great things, and let me know if you have any questions or you'd like to have me cover a different topic. So bless you. Thank you.